everybody. I had a couple requests for posting videos how to replace the door gasket on a central boiler. This is my E-Classic 1450. As you probably seen from my other videos, I'm pretty anal about my equipment. And I changed this gasket right here. If you just come on in, you can see you got a little crustation going on around here. It's not too bad. I'm not getting leaks, but I like to have a nice clean gasket every 2 or 3 years. So first thing you got to do is you get the kit from your dealer. Comes with a new door gasket, comes with your silicone, and your handy little instruction sheet. So what I did already to kind of save time on this is I got this piece of steel bar, put an edge on it here and there. If you try to use a razor knife, it doesn't get all the way down inside here. So what you got to do is you got to get down inside here, and you got to scrape all along here, down the sides, both sides and the bottom. Take the heat shield off, and then you got to scrape along the top here between the door seal, the door itself, and the gasket, because you can see I got some goop from there from a couple years ago where I changed it. You gotta go all the way through here. So when you do, you get it inside there. You bring it along carefully with your hand, and you're gonna cut all that silicone. It only goes in about, so it's only in about that far. But again, the razor knife doesn't always get everything. So once you get that done around there, then you can pry this out. And to do that, just got a long screwdriver, and you just kind of pick the button. You just slowly pull the gasket out. So you see it start to fall apart like that. You'll get some inside there, and this is going to be a long process, so it's going to be a couple of videos doing this. But once you get in there, you start to dig it out, and it's in there. Unfortunately, this can be a little bit of a project. But I recommend a good long flat bladed screwdriver, or some kind of flat blade to get in there. But you can see all the silicone inside there. So that's that. So I'm going to take another video in a little while. I'll have all this off. I'll paste it all together for one video, and go from there. And I got a third video. I'm going to show you what I did to fix my primary air tube. That central boiler told me it was my fault because I didn't have a high enough stack on my chimneys. So get right back. Okay, so now I got the door gaskets all removed. This is what's left of it, not much. See how it's just all charred. The biggest part you got to do is once you get it pried out, you dig it all out, you're gonna have to come up. It's such a narrow gauge. I don't have any wood chisels or metal chisels, but so I just fashioned this little tool up. But I've scraped it all out. All the silicone has to come out around the edges, around here. That's the spot. Down around the side here, I got a little bit of rust going on, just from water collecting. These are at a little bit of an angle, the sides here. See, there's a little bit of silicone there still. Just try and get as clean as possible to get the gasket, the new gasket, to seat properly. Now we'll do it, that and a razor knife. You know, this is my third gasket total, one from the factory. And I know I've gotten comments before, you're crazy, it's too much work, but it's a labor of love at this point. And since oil prices are too low now, hopefully they go back up, and then my wife won't kill me because this was a big investment. So, anyway, clean it all out. Use an air chuck. If you got an air chuck, just step back and I haven't started up yet. It's October here in Rhode Island. Going to start it up probably the first week of November. It hasn't been that cold. So anyway, get your new gasket. Clear out all the junk first, Tom. You get your new gasket. There's no right or wrong. There's no front or back. So the way you just kind of, I set it up first to see how it's going to fit, make sure it's going to go in. And, you know, so that's how it's going to sit in the channel there. So make sure it's nice and it's where you want it to be, because you don't want to have the, I did it once, was my first gasket. I put all the silicone in and I didn't get enough of it out. It didn't sit right. That was an expensive lesson. I've had a lot of those in my life. So that's that. Now we get the silicone, the stuff that came with it. This is what CB sends me. Anyway, that pretty common stuff. Okay. Once that's cut, nozzle. Get the parts out of your boiler. Just kidding, obviously. So put that on. Run your bead. The instructions will tell you a good thick bead in here. That way it gets in all the nooks and crannies. You can step back. There you go. My wonderful daughter's helping me out with videoing today. So nice, good, heavy, thick bead. See, I got some rust on the bottom here, and so I'm going to put a nice heavy bead and silicone in there. Not too much. Those of you who are mechanically inclined, more so than I am, you know what kind of bead to put in here, enough to cover it. A little extra in the corner there. Covers it. There we go. So that's that. Moment of truth. Okay, get all in there nice. Shit's all coming in, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna shut the door. Make sure your door is well cleaned. I haven't gotten to that yet on mine. Excuse me. Made up my own little scraper. I know CB tells you use the Wonder Bar. I just got a regular angle scraper from Home Depot. The pull thread. Make sure you basically all cleaned off nice. Again, it's been sitting all summer. I did clean it in the springtime before I put it to bed. Close it, let it sit. He'll help the silicone seat. So that's how you change door gaskets. Pretty simple.